Welcome to our second video on energy management standards applicable to UPS. In the first video, this video is in continuation to the first video. In the first video, we have discussed the environmental impacts of UPS industry and carbon footprint calculation and what are the carbon footprint contribution of UPS industry and as well as UPS as a product. In the last video, we discussed that approximately 2% of world's electricity is consumed by UPSs or data centers in the various parts of the world. And we have also seen that market for UPSs is growing worldwide. So in that we have seen that high efficiency green UPSs are giving a lot of saving in electricity bill and in turn carbon footprints. So that means every industry should require to implement some standards regarding this environmental management so that the product and the process both should be giving less carbon out contribution in the environment. So in this video, we'll see the various environmental management standards applicable for UPSs. First in the list is IEC 62040-4. This standard is for uninterruptible power system, that is UPSs. This is part 4 of the standard. This covers the environmental aspects, requirements and reporting. So in this part of the standard, this specifies the process requirement to declare the environmental aspects concerning to the UPSs. As the goal of this is of promoting the reduction of any adverse environmental impact during the complete UPS life cycle. So this point is to be considered that this standard is also taking into consideration the complete UPS life cycle. Also, this product standard, this is specifically a product standard. Product standard means that standard for this particular UPS is harmonized with applicable generic and horizontal environmental standards and contains additional details relevant to UPSs. Next in the line is British Standard BS EN 62040-4 2013. This is again an adaptation of the previous standards by the British standards. So it is more or less same, and you will see all the components of this are the same as per the previous standards. So this is specific. This standard specifies the process and the requirement to declare the environmental aspects concerning the uninterruptible power systems. So this standard is applicable to movable, stationary, fixed, electronic, uninterruptible power systems delivering single or three-phase fixed AC frequency, AC output voltage with energy storage device. That means again battery storage is considered in this. So this helps in again promoting the reduction of any adverse environmental effect during the complete life cycle of the product. Now coming to the, as we said that these standards are in harmony with the other standards also. So ISO 14000, this is an environmental management standards family. So in this family, the various environmental management systems are categorized here. So first is ISO 14001. This is an environmental management standards. ISO 41010 and ISO 14015. These are the environmental audit standards. They gives the guidelines, methodology, auditor qualification, and audit process in detail they are providing. Then ISO 14020 and 14025. This gives the details about the environmental labeling. And to our concern is an ISO 14040 and 14044. These are the two standards which helps us in framing the processes and calculating the life cycle assessment of a product. So complete life cycle process, life cycle assessment as per these standard, because this will be applicable to UPSs also. So life cycle assessment framework contains, first is goals, scope and definition. So this graph is showing the stages of this life cycle assessment as per ISO 14040 2006. So UPSs are required to be evaluated or managed with these standards so that they fall under this green category. So if we talk about the UPS system diagram, that the various life cycle stages, so this flow chart will be helpful for us in understanding the life cycle stages of UPS, from raw material acquisition through processing, production, distribution, installation, use, and end of life decommissioning UPS is shown in this diagram. Yeah, you can see we have categorized this diagram or classify this diagram. The color coding is shown here. This dark blue shows the manufacturing part, this light blue is showing the distribution part, and this next is installation, then use and maintenance, and end is the last one is the end of life. So the similar color coding is given in this flow diagram. And in this, one additional thing is the process in bold capital, this process in bold capital, this one and this one, this refers to the processes expected to be run by the applicant, and the processes in bold, processes in blue bold are most relevant of UPS life cycle. So you can see the inputs are, this is a mandatory product specific data, bill of materials, bill of components, bill of processes, and end of transformation processes. This is the input, includes raw material extraction, secondary material production, manufacturing processes. So this all includes categorization to find out the various carbon outputs from various processes to find out the total carbon footprint of the product during its life cycle. So that means this UPS is required to be evaluated for these different stages, that is manufacturing, distribution stage, and say installation stage. And this part is again important, mandatory product specific data for efficiency parameters, because this section covers the carbon output during the uses of the product. So products can also be classified into active and passive types. So active products, when they are used, they are producing some carbon output, CO2. Directly or indirectly we calculate this, means if it is a high efficiency UPS, it will be consuming less electricity. That means in turns the carbon output, because of the use of electricity, will be less. So also this needs to be evaluated, that how it is recycled, reused, or how this decommissioned. So what is the carbon output part here in this section, that also need to be evaluated. So keeping this in view, the few guidelines are also developed by the major manufacturers. They are known as product environmental footprint category rules for uninterruptible power supplies. So the product environment footprint guides, this provides a detailed and comprehensive technical guidance on how to conduct a product environmental footprint study. This study, how it is to be conducted, this provides the complete guidelines of that. Then this PEF study, this may be used for a variety of purpose, including in-house management and participation in voluntary or mandatory program. So this, which we have considered here, this product environmental footprint category rules was developed by a consortium of UPS manufacturers and an environmental product declaration program operator specialized on electronic product and this LCA experts. So in summarize, I can say the majorly the two standards are applicable to the UPS, environmental standards are applicable to UPS. One is IEC standards, another is ISO standards. So they both are designed or for both are in harmony with each other, and the industries and the product, those who are following these standards, we can categorize those product and processes that which are environmental friendly. So for preparing this presentation, these are the references I have used. And if you have any questions, you can post me here. So thank you very much for this.